What's going on, guys? Aarava here. Welcome to another F1 2016 announcement news video. There's going to be a load of these videos uploaded on the channel today over the course of Friday. Of course, you guys know I went to go test F1 2016 early in March, so I've got a lot of inside info on the announcement today. So check the channel out. If you're new around here, then do get subscribed. I'm going to be breaking down the info into different sections in different videos, so obviously go check out the different ones that you're interested in, but let's get straight into it. So this video is going to be for the brand new practice development program in F1 2016 career mode. So in past games, practice was pretty trivial. It really wasn't, no one really did it too much. I certainly didn't. I really didn't do any practice sessions for F1 2015. There was just no point. There was no R&D or anything like that. But in this year's game, it's all different. Of course, hopefully if you guys seen the R&D and progression video I put out also today, if you haven't, go check that out before you watch this one. Obviously, I explained how the R&D system worked and how practice played a big part. Now, that practice system is a lot more elaborate now. No longer are you actually just doing, 3 laps to get a new part for your car. Obviously, now the new parts, you buy them with XP points, but the XP points, you can earn more of them from the practice session. And you earn these XP points in practice via the practice development program. Now, this practice development program is quite vast, actually. It's got different kind of tasks for you to do and actually gives you a reason to want to do practice. Like before, there really wasn't any point apart from maybe getting up to scratch if you're a little bit rusty on the track. But now you actually want to do it to try and get the most points if you actually want to try and improve your car. Of course, if you actually don't want to, you don't have to do it, and the game will give you a certain amount of XP points, but you can get way more by doing the practice program. So this is the best way to actually fully be immersed in the career mode and actually improve the car. So the practice development program includes different tasks, like one, the track acclimatization. Now this is basically where you get used to the circuit, and it's a bit of a challenge this time though, because you're not just driving around the circuit sticking to the racing line. You have to drive through these kind of lit up gates on entry, the apex, and the exit of corners. Now these gates are kind of either lit up or you can remove them and just go for it blind, but obviously if you're newer to the game you might want to get used to it, or if you want to make sure you definitely get all the points that you can. So while you're driving along on the entry of corners, you'll see 2 lit up columns and the entire space between them lit up, and you have to drive through that at a certain entry speed. Then through the apex, on the apex of the corner there'll be another gate just like that. You have to take enough speed through that part, and then on the exit the same again. So if you take enough speed through those 3 parts, you'll get green for the entire part. You'll actually get purple, a purple for the entire corner. You can also get green, which is satisfactory, and then obviously red if you've not done a great enough job. And you need to get points based on the purple, green, or red kind of, the way you did it through that part of the circuit. And every single corner adds up to a tally of points, and you need to try and beat a target of points to get the most XP out of that thing. So basically, it's a way for you to learn the circuit if you're newer, but also obviously drivers do installation laps, and it's a lot like mimicking an installation lap, trying to hit all the apexes, trying to nail every corner, and just get used to the circuit, but also rewarding you with points in that way. But that's only the first task, and a very simple one. You've also got a tyre wear test, so that's where you'll be able to choose which tyre you want to put on, so either the softest compound, the middle one, or the hardest compound, and you'll be asked to do a certain number of laps on that tyre, keep within a delta time, and it will see if you can be consistent on that tyre. Now the good thing from this is your tyre data will be saved and shown to you in a graph, so you can actually plan out your Grand Prix in practice. So let's say you did this practice task 3 times on the 3 different tyres, the softest, the medium tyre, and then the hardest tyre. You will have a physical graph that shows you how long you went on the tyre, your drop-off period, and you can see physically on a graph, how you're doing on your stints. And from that, you can plan, okay, so I didn't go as well on the hard tyre, so I'll go on the softer tyre, twice more, and maybe do the 3-stop instead. Or if the harder tyre works out for you, you're going to choose a 2-stop, and you can decide how you go from there. So it's a really useful tool for the career mode this time out. Also have different programs like a qualifying program. So in P3, practice 3, obviously all the drivers in real life do their qualifying run. So in practice 3, you might want to do that for extra XP, but also to get a sense of where you're going to qualify, because also that will also help the team decide what your qualifying objective is going to be for the qualifying session. So, if you get, happen to get 5th place in the qualifying run at the end of the session, then the team might want you to try and get 5th place in that qualifying session. So it will tailor it to your kind of preference of how fast you're going, but also that qualifying session will give you a goal of what lap time to get. So if you don't meet that, you'll get less XP, but you'll still will get XP for participating in the program. That's a crucial thing. No matter what you do, you will get XP. You'll get more for doing the task, and you'll get even more from the task if you do them well and, you know, get the goal or exceed the goal in practice. So it's all working towards you actually doing practice and it meaning a lot more, like it does in real life. You know, there's a lot to do in practice for the drivers, and they want to get that across in the career mode. They really have done in this practice development program, and again, it gives you actually something to do. You know, it's not just like 2015 where you finish one season, you didn't really do many practice sessions, and it was pretty much a faff of just skipping through it. But now you really won't want to skip through it. You want to try and get those extra points, especially if you're in a lower team. If you're in like a team like McLaren or Manor, you want to get all the points you can to try and upgrade that car. Especially Manor, you're going to probably be doing every single practice development program there is to try and get that as many points as you can to develop that car. So it's a really big thing in this year's game. Will make a big difference to how much you're actually playing of the game and how much you play of practice, because I want to bet if you looked at the stats, probably not a lot of people actually played practice all the way through on F1 2015 or even past F1 games. There really wasn't too much point to it unless you took it absurdly serious and tried to actually do it all yourself in terms of lap times, but really didn't really matter because most of it was all scripted. But in practice this year, it really does matter because it is a huge part of the R&D progression and the development of your car. And obviously, from team to team, the goal will vary. So if you're a Mercedes, obviously, they're going to be looking for you to get perfect scores. You know, on the qualifying run, they'll set obviously a higher lap time for you. Or if you're on a Manor car, it will be tailored to your car, so you'll be a lower lap time delta. So no matter what team you pick, it will feel like a bit of a challenge to you to complete the task. I certainly felt that. I tried two different teams in the career mode when I tried it out in March when I tested the game. I tried Williams and Force India, and I certainly felt like there were different kind of difficulties to each task. You know, the track acclimatization was pretty okay in both cars. It was still actually quite difficult. It sounds like a very easy task, but to actually get every single gate to go purple, for you to get every single point, it's actually quite a challenge. And then different tasks suited different cars. So the Force India was pretty okay to do a good qualifying run to beat its perspective, but the Williams wasn't that great to do the tire test with. You know, it was a little bit harder to keep the tires, you know, consistently there. So it is going to be dependent on your car as well. So you will be challenged, and I feel like even if you're the best F1 racer out there, you still will be challenged in career mode to get every single point, and it's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be something like, you know, previous F1 games were, you know, do 3 laps slowly on the racing line, brake as hard as you can, or don't brake this much over the course of the lap 3 times, and bang, you get a new upgrade part. This is a bit more of a challenge, and obviously you're getting coins, or XP I should say, and that XP will be tallied up, and then you get to decide what you're going to spend it on the R&D. So it's a lot more fluid, it's a lot more connected to the actual thing. As I said many times, it actually makes you want to do the practice session. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, you found the information informative, then smash that like button. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. Are you excited that finally you get to do practice and like it'll actually be worth something? Will you be doing a lot of the programs? You know, obviously if you're going to choose a lower team, let me know about that, and definitely then you'll be doing the practice sessions. So yeah, let me know all that good stuff in the comments below. If you're new around here, then do subscribe for weekly Formula 1 content. Guys, I've also uploaded lots of different videos today on the F1 2016 announcement, lots of different sections of the announcement. I've broken it up into different videos so it's easy to navigate. So click the channel name below and you can go watch those other videos about the R&D time, also the time of day editor, and other things like the avatar and the numbers. So guys, I hope you enjoy the video. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day. I've been over. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.